When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Knights offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pulls it, fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I love this strategy by the offense. Early in the game, first quarter, they're trying to put pressure on the defense and make them think and react quickly. You do that by running the option. Is it the running back? Is it the quarterback? Is he pitching? This quarterback is special with his ability to run the football, and now this is something the defense is going to have to contend with the rest of the game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Gives it on the option. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we all... about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Bring in the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback adapting. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Oh, he's got a chance. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Blue.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Big gain on the designed quarterback run. Nice to have a guy that can get you out of trouble, whether by design or improvisation, like Anthony Richardson did against Utah in 22.
Yeah, it just makes you a much better coach when you got guys that can scramble around and buy time. And look at Florida's teams, the most recent success going back to Tim Tebow, a guy that gets you extra possessions, extra 1st downs, and makes that big play at the quarterback spot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get caught.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Silver. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Knox. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gators are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air on second down. Extending the play. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defense and runs through another one. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Knights hit it quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Silver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Silver. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Knights line up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. From the gun, to give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it out. It's Thuney. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a...
Oh, it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play is the official. Break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Flips it out on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Going to the ground. Hard running there.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Touchdown Gators. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the defense.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hatchett. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. quickly to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Knights decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down, looking for more. He's loose. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. First down here for the offense. Enough to move the chains. Gators letting this guy do it himself the way Tebow used to do it when he'd pick up steam going downhill and getting first downs.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Man, I mean, I know I have running backs, but when I got quarterbacks that are also dynamic and can make plays in the run game and get me extra first downs, if I'm the Gators, I would do the exact same thing. Whatever it takes.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But this... it's just a nothing well, man. It's just a goose egg on the scoreboard, and this is a tape they're going to want to burn.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's reeled in. It's Silver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
A strike downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down. At the 18. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab behind the line. It's Knox. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Wants to go up top on first down. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give. Fighting off the defender. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of